How you doing, you guys? This is Rasta Mike, and you're watching Caribbean Fusion on Shaw TV. That's right. Big up Osh Television. How you guys doing out there? I am, Rasta Mike. You know Rasta Mike? This is Gisto. Gisto is here right now on Caribbean Fusion to talk to you about who he is, what he does, and to hear and see a little bit of his talent. Because he is not only a rapper and a singer and an artist, he is a what's it called? No, that's the word I wanted. It's producer, and he does all of his own editing. And this is one thing that I understand is that this computer editing, I've watched it. He's a talented man because wait till you see the videos. Here you go, Gisto. Thank you very much for coming on to Caribbean Fusion.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
I won't hit you in the mouth with this thing. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so I'll bring it right to you. Here we go. Let's stay here. We go live as we're talking to you right now. I'm not worried about stopping or switching. If you hear something, if something falls, if something says out, it's going to come live because I'm Rasta Mike. We're freestyling this the way it's supposed to be on Caribbean Fusion. Gisto, I have just seen a video with you and a guy called Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. That's my homie Fantastic. He was on last week. I saw the show. It was good.
Yes, and now you're here too. And this is the thing that goes through. How was your trip in Africa?
Oh, man, it was hot. It was real hot, but it was a great time, and I met amazing people. And, Fantastic took good care of me, and I got to get exposed to the culture and the vibes that, you got to go there if you really want to feel the energy. And, I felt blessed to be there in Ghana, in Cape Coast, where we vibe. That's where Fantastic's from. So I felt right at home right away when I was there. The heat was a bit much, as I said. It was hot, but I learned how to deal with that, and, we made some good connections, and I got a taste of a culture and the vibes from the people that was really refreshing.
Well, it's pretty interesting, because you're from Vancouver, BC, are you not?
I live here for about 6-7 years now, born in London, Ontario, near Toronto there, then lived in Nelson for a while, too.
So, yes, and I noticed that you're locked. You have your dreadlocks running. You're a red-headed dread man.
Red Dread wine.
Yes, Red Dread. How long have you been locked for?
This is maybe my second or third sort of crop of locks, and, I can't really tell you. It's been a decade or more, something like that, yeah.
Do you notice that your locks tell you things and let you feel different things, like fiber optics of the world? I always tell people this.
Yeah, well, it's like we have senses, right? And we have our major 5 senses, but there's a lot of fine-tuning of things that can go on, and I feel like maybe our hair maybe it picks up on some of those subtle things, so maybe it is like some antennae sort of vibes. Well,
like I said, I always feel it here. I call our hair our fiber optics of life. That's why you don't need no scissors. I need no trimming. So in the life of here, I'm going to tell you something. You are a very talented man. I've watched a few of your videos, and it's not only Caribbean style of music, rap. You do trap. I even think you have some love songs.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I mean? As I go through. So, this is pretty interesting. And I'd like to show the viewers one of your videos right now, if I can, of what you've produced, you've edited, and you have brought from your mind and gathered people together to do. Which one would you like to show the viewers first?
Well, we could start with the one I did with Llewellyn, the one in Jamaica. I actually didn't edit this one, but it's a song I did with the great artist Llewellyn in Jamaica, and that was a few years ago. So we'll show that one first, give you a sense of where I've been coming from, and we got a couple new ones too. So
No Fear, that one's called.
No Fear, yeah.
Yeah, so check out No Fear from Gisto and Llewellyn on Caribbean Fusion, Shaw TV.
Oh, hey, this is Llewellyn Fire.
Stone Age, Gisto.
Hey, let this be known. No one see them around. If them a pagan, hey.
We no fear no evil. A child won't sponsor it. When I pray, only Him alone answer me. When the people stop fight, come together and unite. Nothing can conquer it. With Jah love, we will conquer mountains. With Jah love, we will find a way. Every little thing you have in life worth something. So don't you throw it all away.
Say me nah sell me soul out to Satan. Me nah go bow down to no pagan. Say me nah go and steadfast. No matter where it costs, keep the most like close, not to mention. Give me blessing, no come easy, me no rental. Me no gigolo, me no yam Trenton. Say me no suicidal, who no me them a benton. But mine a work for them vengeance.
Evil, a child won't sponsor it. When I pray, only him alone answer me. When the people stop fight, come together and unite, then nothing can conquer it. With Jah love we will conquer mountains. With Jah love we will find a way. Every little thing you have in life worth something, so don't you throw it all away. Yeah, recession for the people are good for business. Babylon them always want to collect their interest. Money make the world turn round, but love for one another turn the system upside down. Everything in life worth something, so get it while you can before they set the price in. Educate yourself so you can know for what you're fighting. Jah will find a way. We no fear no evil, a child won't sponsor it. When I pray, only him alone answer me. When the people stop fight, come together and unite, then nothing can conquer it. With Jah love we will conquer mountains. With Jah love we will find a way. Every little thing you have in life worth something, so don't you throw it all away.
So let me tell you something, it's hard. Poor people working yet nothing not one. Seems like them one we feel like we no got ambition, but trust me, now bound for no money now we palm. The system is a fake and them this with a scan. Treat we so bad so till we get to warm. So no let the dirty vegan in your yard, them a pass. So let out your dog.
No evil, a child won't sponsor it. When I pray, only him alone answer me. When the people stop fight, come together and unite, then nothing can conquer it. With Jah love we will conquer mountains. With Jah love we will find a way. Every little thing you have in life worth something, so don't you throw it all away.
Don't you throw it all away.
When I pray, only he alone answer me.
Don't you throw it all away.
Nothing can conquer it. With Jah love,
Don't you throw it all away.
with Jah love,
Remember,
every little thing you have in life worth something,
one split for day.
so don't you throw it all
time and then
away.
some
No fear
no
no evil,
Don't you
a
throw
child
it
won't
all
sponsor
away.
it. When I pray, only him alone answer me. When the people stop fight, come together and unite, then nothing can conquer it. With Jah love we will conquer mountains. With Jah love we will find a way. Every little thing you have in life worth something, so don't you throw it all away.
What the France Gisto? You blew me away with that.
Yeah, wicked.
Definitely No Fear. You guys hear that song? That's a real Rastaman vibe. And Luton. Is it Luton Fire?
Luton Fire, yeah, man.
Luton Fire.
Yeah, man. Big artist. If you don't know Luton Fire, well, you do now, I guess. But you know, I got a shout out to some of my people in Jamaica that made that possible. Stone Age, Hugh Stone. He's the one who connected me with Luton Fire. Who Luton was an artist that I looked up to from time. So it was a real pleasure and a blessing to work with him. So shout outs to Stone Age. Shout outs to Dre Z. Shout outs to, these are the people that when I got to Jamaica, they made me feel invited because I had no links when I went to Jamaica. I just loved the music. So, and I had a few elders like Big John Goddard. He's a legendary Canadian drummer, producer who's no longer with us. May he rest in power. He always told me go to Jamaica. So I took his advice. I went there and, I had a great time. I've been there a few times now, but Luton Fire was one of the first big collaborations.
Luton Fire. Mm-hmm. So that's to go through. And where in Jamaica was that?
That was shot on Hellshire Beach near Kingston. Yeah.
So you've been traveling the sands. Africa, Jamaica. This is some music. Yeah, you have a second song that you want to throw to the people to let them see how the Gisto flows.
Yeah, right. Well, this is a different one. This one's called Pure Energy, and this one sort of I represent a different style with this more of that trap thing, a little more modern sounding, and the lyrics in it are kind of like supposed to be inspirational in a way, to tap into your pure energy.
Pure Energy. The name of the song again?
It's Pure Energy.
Ah, you see? I was just trying to trick you there on Caribbean Fusion. That's a test. Shaw Television.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I am pure energy, compressed into matter. Don't look for the answers, I follow the pattern. All of my enemies, they run and they scatter. They don't mean nothing to me like their antimatter. I am much more than the light in the tunnel. I would be nothing without the darkness and the struggle. I am the notes in the space in between. And anything less don't mean nothing to me. Yeah. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing to me. They might mean something to somebody, but to me they just a space in between. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing to me. They might mean something to somebody, but to me they just a space in between. Now I'm in a tunnel and I don't see nothing except for what's in front of me. Tunnel vision. And I don't pay attention to what they're talking about, so how would I know if they disagree? You know that I've been living only off the cash. I don't know nothing about plastic. Every day they be putting on a mask. They don't know their ending will be tragic. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing to me. They might mean something to somebody, but to me they just a space in between. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing to me. They might mean something to somebody, but to me they just a space in between. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. No, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. No, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. Pure energy, compressed into matter. Don't look for the answers, I follow the pattern. All of my enemies, they run and they scatter. They don't mean nothing to me like their antimatter. All of my energy, it formed an identity. Now I tap the infinite source and I'm moved by invisible forces. All of my enemies, they making problems like that's a solution. Like use your illusions. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing to me. They might mean something to somebody, but to me they just a space in between. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing to me. They might mean something to somebody, but to me they just a space in between. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. No, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing. No, they don't mean nothing, no, they don't mean nothing.
For all your auto repair service needs, go to Strawberry Hill Auto, 7631 128th Street, Surrey, BC, 604-597-9325. That number again, 604-597-9325. Strawberry Hill Auto. Ask for Rick.
The Divine Cultures return. Shen Yun. Returning to Queen Elizabeth Theatre, March 22nd through 31st. Tickets at genuine.com/Vancouver or call 888-974-3698.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, this is Gisto, and you're watching Caribbean Fusion. I know Rasta Mike. Yeah, get to know him. Caribbean Fusion.
How you guys doing? Welcome back to Caribbean Fusion. Did you guys enjoy that pure energy? Did you say that? Pure energy. They run and they scatter. What? They ain't nothing to me. Huh? Like they're antimatter. What? Listen to those lyrics. So I'm going to tell you. So tell me about that. Did you write all of those?
Yeah, so that's a good example of my writing and my production and my video editing. So that tune there, I built that tune, built the music, wrote the lyrics, and shot the video. You know, a lot of times I'll hire a steady cam guy or a camera guy, collect the footage, and then just go to work and be creative with the footage. and make the best of what we can. I usually don't come up with a story idea for a video. I just shoot stuff and make it look nice and then get creative. So, that's a good example of my production. So I've been producing for a while, and I feel like I want to keep that going because it's how I feel, how I can best be authentic with myself by spending my time in my zone, getting in the zone and producing.
But you just said what it's called. It's called pure energy. So you are sending your energy flow to the people in the best manner that you know that you can give to them. And if they don't have to know how to speak your language, they can feel your energy. They feel your vibration of shock waves that you put through your songs and the shock sounds that you put in. Because I noticed you're a bit of a spiritual man. You're very humble. I noticed that you've that when you present yourself around, you don't talk about yourself in a third party. As a third person.
Yeah. Well, that's a funny thing to do, talk about yourself in third person. But when I write music, I don't really write it. I feel like I remember the music. Like there's this field of energy that we all share, And when I write, I try to tap into that field of energy, so I don't overly influence my writing with my own projection. I try to draw the inspiration from around me and let the lyrics reveal themselves. And, that's why I feel like I remember the thing. And I pull it out of that field of energy. That thing, maybe it's a conversation you had. Maybe it's the people you met, the places you've been. But all that sort of energy is residual, and it channels through you as a person in your time and place that you exist. And those limitations in your life and those things that you go through are your greatest strengths when it comes to being creative. To take your limitations and turn it into something. That's what gives it a motif. That's what defines it. That's what gives it character, right? So I always try to not overthink things, just let it happen,
Well, letting it flow is what you were doing. Like when I hear that what made you were talking mathematically. I'm telling you. Right. This is math you were speaking, and people I don't know if people understand that. If you're into math, geometry, whichever vibe, you're going to understand. This is how he's speaking in that song. Pure energy is a message of some sort.
Well, the best message in there is don't look for the answers, follow the pattern. Because things are just patterns, and we project what we put on those patterns, but it's bigger than any of us. So through life and through our experience, we relate to things through our own person, but really the patterns and everything are bigger than us. So sometimes I don't look for the answer. I just follow the pattern, because the minute you think you found it, it's going to switch up on you. So you just got to stay like you're surfing. You ride the wave, be part of it, live with it, work with it,
Well, I noticed that you kind of changed the pattern yourself, because you have not only music, but you have an eye for making jewelry.
Right. Well, maybe you're talking about this.
Yeah, well, I noticed you have this pendant on your neck, right? It goes through there, and you've made this.
Well, first of all, I brought this for you. So I brought this CD for you, and right here, that I designed this sort of pattern here. Like you said, you'll see some elements that you might recognize. Some people say it's a Masonic symbol, but it's also a Star of David, and it's put onto the seed of life. So right there, I just tried to inspire people to look for the patterns and follow the patterns. I'm not trying to say that it means anything, because the meaning is through your experience that you'll discover. So, but these patterns and these shapes, I put them together because they have a harmonic sort of convergence, right? They all lie on each other nicely. So music and harmony, to me, it reminds me of geometry, because it's a harmony. It's a linear visual harmony. Or on Earth, we have musical harmony, which is literally vibration rippling through the atmosphere. And if you have a standing wave, like a single note that carries through the atmosphere, you'll get a harmonic overtone series. And that harmonic overtone series is the same no matter where you go in the world. It starts with an exact division, which is the fifth, and then the seventh, and then the third. So what we have, a naturally occurring harmony within the Earth's atmosphere, is something that we all relate to on Earth. Because remember, there's no sound in outer space. We're blessed with the air that we breathe on this earth is also the medium for which we hear music. And through that pressure of the atmosphere and the type of gas that we have in our atmosphere, we have what we know as our harmonic overtone series, which gives us the keys of music, something that sounds resolved or something that sounds like it has tension. These are all things that we all can relate to, because it's the very essence of our life and our breath and our sound is what we feel on earth with this blessing of the air we breathe. So anyway, that's harmony, and that's the same as geometry, you know.
Harmony from Gisto. You see the vibe it goes through there? That's what we deal with. Gisto, I am very, very happy and thankful for you to come here onto the Caribbean Fusion Show. Would like you to ask the viewers of one more video that you have, and maybe tell them a little bit what you're going to show them now, what kind of video, and what's going to happen, what they're going to see.
Well, this last one's called Never Gonna Live That Way. It's one of my most recent ones. It's back to that reggae vibes. And this is a video I shot near Vancouver. The video kind of speaks for itself. It's me. I'm trying to get to rehearsal, and there's a traffic jam. So I just say, forget this. I hop out of the car, and I start walking through the traffic. And at the end of the video, I make it to rehearsal, and the band's there playing. So it's just a fun video, and it's a nice song for the family. Never Gonna Live That Way.
And guess what? You're never going to be late for rehearsal either. This is Rasta Mike, and you're watching Caribbean Fusion on Shaw Television. Gisto, Never Gonna Live That Way.
Can't wait for this traffic, man, or I'll miss rehearsal.
Yo, dog, I'm gonna roll. I'm out.
Go tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? Tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? If the thing not nice, nothing nice to ting on. Those things in life, all the things we made up. Running through the struggle, have to keep your chin up. Hold your vision and you're not give up. Now there's some things we can change. So run to burn your flame. And if your sun don't shine and the sky is gray, be thankful for the rain. Go tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? Go tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? Want you to know that you and you alone, there is no other. We are a reflection of each other. I beg you, don't compare yourself to another. The truth is yet to be discovered. I do my own thing, no one could substitute for me. The thing that you bring, no one could substitute for you. Go tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? Go tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? Tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? Tell him that I'm only gonna live this way. From my heart, little darling. Go tell him that I'm never gonna live that way. Do you hear when I'm calling? From my heart, little darling. Do you hear when I'm calling?
The divine cultures return. Shen Yun. Returning to Queen Elizabeth Theatre, March 22nd through 31st. Tickets at shenyun.com/Vancouver or call 888-974-3698.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, this is Gisto, and you're watching Caribbean Fusion. I know Rasta Mike. Yeah, get to know him. Caribbean Fusion.
We came to have a real good party. Let's have a real good time. We came to have a real good party. Everybody bubble and wine. Yeah. We came to have a real good party. Everybody come wine your body. We came to have a real good party. Yeah, yeah.
Tonight we having a party. DJ turn up the music for me. We having a party. Everybody come bounce with me. I'm in the mood for dancing. Mood for dancing. I'm in the mood for dancing. Mood for dancing. One pon the rhythm and bouncing. Rhythm and bouncing. I'm in the mood for dancing. Mood for dancing. Climb on the tree, don't fight it. Jump up the top like Olympic diving. Wiggly jiggly girl, touch up your toes. Is this side girl, jump on the pole. Wipe on your hat like you a go-go. Dance your heart like you not dance before. Embrace your rhythm on the dance floor. I'm in the mood for dancing.
We came to have a real good party. Let's have a real good time. We came to have a real good party. Everybody bubble and wine. Yeah. We came to have a real good party. Everybody come wine your body. We came to have a real good party. So fill up your cup, get up and up in it. Bubble on the rhythm, you know we don't feel it. Can't get enough, that's why we keep with it. Turn the music up and you know we don't feel it. We're going nowhere to go. Hey. We're going nowhere to go. Hey. Party going, so we gotta go. And I know you're going, so get ready to go.
Go go, let it go go come. 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 Go go, let it go go come.